To make a T fitting from the given workpiece, material given is mild steel, flat, 2 pieces. Tools required for making the T fitting. First is the bench vise. The bench vise is made up of cast iron. It consists of 2 jaws. One is the movable jaw. If you rotate it anti-clockwise, the jaws open. You can see the jaws opening. If you rotate the handle anti-clockwise, the jaws open. If you rotate the handle clockwise, the jaws close. You can place the workpiece between the 2 jaws and rotate the handle clockwise and tighten it in such a way that the workpiece doesn't move. You can use a flat file. This is the flat file. You can see the flat file. This flat file is used for filing the upper portion of the workpiece. You can see the filing being carried out. The top surface is being filed. Now you can see the top portion being filed. See, the entire top portion is being filed. The filed portion or the material being removed falls down on the bench vise in the form of powder. Take out the workpiece being filed on one side. Again, rotate the workpiece by 90 degrees and place the workpiece on the bench vise. After filing both sides, you have to check whether the workpiece has attained 90 degrees on one side with the help of a T-square. You can see the T-square. This T-square helps you. The T-square helps you to find out whether the workpiece, this is a T-square. The T-square provides you a right angle for the workpiece. Now you place the workpiece on the T-square, in between the T-square. There should not be any air gap between the workpiece and the T-square. That means your workpiece has attained 90 degrees on one of the sides. Now after completing one side of 90 degrees, you attain 90 degrees on one side. Now mark the workpiece with the help of a chalk piece so that you can see the lines drawn on the workpiece clearly. Take this workpiece, place it vertically on the surface plate. This is the surface plate. Okay, place it on the surface plate. On the surface plate is a horizontal plate. Surface plate is a horizontal plate where you keep the workpieces on the plate so that you get a horizontal surface. On the surface is placed an angle plate. Supporting. Now keep the workpiece supporting on the angle plate. Okay. Then take the vernier height gauge. This is the vernier height gauge. Okay. The vernier height gauge has got markings on it similar to a vernier caliper. With the help of the vernier height gauge, you mark the required reading on it and just by moving your hand or moving the vernier height gauge, mark it on the workpiece. Mark the required reading on the workpiece. You can see that the marking has been made on the workpiece. Now again rotate it by 90 degrees make the second marking. And this time you will get a 90 degrees, perfect 90 degrees on the workpiece. Once the marking is made in this fashion, the excess material which is there, the upper portion, say around 2 mm, excess portion is there on either sides, you can file it by placing it on the benchwise. Place it on the benchwise in such a way that the marking is placed horizontally to the benchwise. Now the excess material which is there, 2 mm, which you can see, has to be filed with the help of a flat file. You can see that the 2 mm material is being removed with the help of a flat file. Once the 2 mm material has been removed, excess material has been removed, now rotate it by another 90 degrees and place it in such a way that you can see the marking, another marking on top. The excess material, the another 2 mm excess material has to be removed to get a perfect square of the workpiece. The tools required for the T-fitting operations are, first one is the flat file which you have seen earlier. You can see the flat file has got grooves on it, hashes on it, with a handle, wooden handle, which is approximately around 5 mm thick and 1 inch flat. Okay. The next one is you need a steel rule to make the measurements on the workpiece. The steel rule may be of 6 inches or 1 feet. The next is the tri-square, which you have used just now. The tri-square is 90 degrees, is of 90 degrees. This is used to check whether the workpieces are perfectly 90 degrees or not. We have already used the tri-square while making the workpiece perfectly flat, all 90 degrees on all sides. Then next is the ball peen hammer. The ball peen hammer. The ball peen hammer is used to make markings on the workpiece, to make punches on the workpiece. The punch with the help of a punch. This is called a ball peen. Then next we use the hacksaw blade. This is a hacksaw blade available in the market. It has got, with the help of a hacksaw blade, you cut the workpiece. You take the hacksaw blade and mount it on the hacksaw frame. You can see that the hacksaw blade is mounted on the hacksaw frame. This is the hacksaw frame. It has got a handle and the frame. You can take support of the frame. With the left hand you support it, and with the right hand you give pressure, and with the to and fro motion you can cut the workpiece. The next tool available is the round file. Earlier you had seen the flat file. In this case the cross section is round. This is the round file. Then the square file. The cross section of this is square. That's why it is called a square file. Then we have the surface plate. The surface plate is usually flat to obtain a flat surface. Then we have the vernier gauge. The vernier gauge is just similar to the vernier caliper. And we have got the angle plate. The angle plate is used to place the jobs or support the work jobs so that the workpiece is placed vertically on it.